The last thing I wanted to talk about is our API enhancements. So based on the level of client you are, whether you're an enterprise client, whether you're a personal client, then you will have some API documentation, and you can always have tenant and platform keys. Based on your deal, you'll be able to access that. But what I wanted to talk about was with the OpenPlay Connect API, you are able to pull releases that are nested with the tracks and the works. And we are always adding not only fields to that, but also the other abilities. So we talked about earlier the addition of adding merchandise to the API that will be coming here in the near future. Another thing we're looking at is adding the ability to pull not only the metadata for a release, track, and work, but also pulling those assets. So cover art and audio in the future will be available via the API, as well as a handful of other things. So the hope and the goal in the long run is to be able to have every field in OpenPlay to be able to be accessed via API so that you guys can use that for whatever you need, whether that be, moving from one environment to another, whether that be pulling it to a third party for, revenue tracking, or, in the case of merchandise, like a Shopify for products. There is a ton of different options, even down to data warehousing, all sorts of different stuff. So if you have questions about that, please ask us. We'll set up a meeting for you, and we can help you kind of get a better understanding and look at that in a way that'll help your team. But just know the Connect API is constantly getting upgrades. We're excited to roll some of those out here in the near future, as well as there's also always the webhooks. If you guys aren't utilizing those, please take a look here in the Connect API documentation. That can be found if it is in your environment. That can be found in the manage area right here, where you see the little tools on the top right as well, and then go down to the left side and you'll see the Connect API. If you're a platform user, you're going to see the same thing. So you'll go to your manage area up here, and then you're going to see Connect API information here. So you'll see that API documentation, key and webhooks documentation, and all of that. So all of that can be accessed if you are a admin, I believe, or above.